Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of Chat Pack Live, our weekly podcast every day. Or not every day. That's ridiculous. Caleb, don't give me that look.
Sorry.
Don't give me that look.
Yeah, it's
Every Sunday from the 6 to 7 range. We've been kind of all over the place, but we had some fun last night, so everyone's kind of sleepy today. We were out late.
Except for me. I was
Yeah.
home
Except for
alone.
Ben.
No, you were good, Ben.
You were home alone.
No, you had a girls' night, Ben.
Yeah, you had some
yeah.
girls talk. Some
I
girls chat.
only did girls' night for a little bit. To my
I'm
room.
sure that was absolutely riveting. Today,
Yeah.
I
Let's not get
am-
into that.
Anyway, today I am joined, of course, by Trevor. We got our newcomer, our celebrity person is
Yo.
Dylan.
That's not Matthew.
It's not Matthew,
I'm not
but
Matthew, turns out.
Dylan is going to tell us a little bit about himself. I'm like right behind the mic. That's okay.
Oh,
It
man,
works,
what-
because you got a great voice, but the face is not working. for
Yeah,
you.
so that works.
Yeah, dude, it looks like you're talking right.
Anyway, I'm Paul. This is Ben. This
Yo.
is Caleb. Ben, what'd you do this week?
Well, thank you for asking, Paul. I will share now. I've done nothing.
Yeah, we haven't really been doing much, man. It's
Yeah,
been
it's
super slow.
productive.
It's so hot that I just have stayed inside. But while I've been inside, actually, I've been working on a T-shirt, and it got published. So, viewers out there, if you guys
Good
want
job,
to
Ben.
check
Yeah.
out, thank you. If you want to check out the T-shirt, I will be putting on my Instagram and Twitter a link to it probably in the next couple days. So check it out. It's of Star Fox. Well,
It's-
copyright. It's
really
of a
cool.
fox from
Excuse
the
me,
Stars.
Fox McCloud.
Fox
Let's
McCloud.
get it right.
Yeah, F McCloud.
Caleb's main.
Yeah, Caleb's main. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be tweeting that out and check it out, please.
Are you going to buy a shirt?
Me?
Yeah.
Depends on the quality of the T-shirt, to be honest. I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's
No,
really
it's,
cool.
It's smart.
Is
You
it?
got some other ones coming too, right?
Some Winston from Overwatch?
Yeah, I keep messing up the face on that. I spent all day trying to draw it. I couldn't do it.
When is the old Greg shirt coming?
Oh, man, the old Greg.
I'm
Dude, I
all
should.
right.
Honestly, I should make one of
Pleased
those.
to meet you.
I literally since freshman year, since I lived together with Ben, every time I go in and he leaves his laptop, you still have yet to put a passcode
Yeah,
on
dude.
on your
have some
laptop,
kind of
which
security.
It's because
Yeah,
I
you
trust
should.
you guys.
Yeah,
Anyway.
no, Adam and
Don't.
Reed always post, like, My Little Pony shit on my Facebook.
I don't do that's what I usually do. Caleb does to me. Caleb went on a
Friendship
Twitter
is
spree.
magic.
You tried to accuse Peyton Manning of human growth hormone use during the Super Bowl, which was proven to be false.
He...
It was also terrible during the Super Bowl, so like,
Yeah, if anything, Von Miller.
yeah.
No, he was
But
so
Von Miller
strong that...
wasn't because Von Miller's a goddamn champion.
Oh, yeah, he.
Football
Let's
is
avoid-
back.
Let's avoid the
Yeah, but
sports
football is
talk.
back, man. Rockies are one of the best teams in baseball right now. And we could talk about a lot about
I don't think
sports.
they get to play much
How are the
longer, do
Orioles
they?
doing?
Dude, there's a chance if the Rockies keep playing this well, they could get a wild card. What did you say?
I said, how are the Orioles
The Orioles
doing?
have the best record in baseball. They're one of the best teams in baseball.
Oh,
but the Rockies
shit,
just beat
really?
them
Oh,
in
man.
a series.
Damn, when I lived in
not
Maryland, they sucked.
Yeah, no, they've been good they've been like on the rise and like definitely like flirting with contention the past few years.
Damn, dude.
Chris
that's
Davis
tight.
is really good.
Camden Yards is a dope
Why don't we
stadium.
keep this going around and see what everybody's been
Oh
doing?
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Caleb,
Back on topic.
what have you been doing since our last podcast?
Avoiding heat stroke
Yeah, seriously.
as much as possible.
True that.
Well,
Live-
you're the only one left who doesn't have an air conditioner in
Yep,
the room.
I'm struggle busting through the rest of the summer, hopefully trying to make it without having to buy an air conditioner at all.
It's
But
brutal.
Yeah.
it is rough. It's brutal.
Well, this
that is
AC's
super hot.
Yeah,
on
and
its
this,
last legs too.
yeah, not to
Oh yeah.
mention-
Also, let us know if the audio is any way affected. But it was so hot last week that we kept the AC on because we need something. We were dying, and it's even hotter today, even more humid too. Trevor, what have you been up to?
Kind of the same thing Caleb's been doing. Just
You've been
trying to
getting
stay out of the
swole,
heat.
man.
I've been working out quite a bit. I love being able to be back on campus and hit up the gym. So
I'm ready for the gym to be open for all of us.
Speaking of the
Same.
gym, that's the one thing
Same,
I did
brah.
neglect to mention is
Oh,
I've been
yeah,
on a
dude.
regular
Yeah.
rock climbing regimen again.
there you go.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
sure you're excited about that. You do like your rock climbing.
Oh, it's great.
You
I haven't
like
been rock climbing a long time, but it hurts my forearms. Like,
I want to
it
go.
feels weird.
I'm gonna go.
It's a
when-
lot of
when
fun,
school
dude.
starts.
Red River Gorge has some pretty fun places to climb.
Some of the best climbing in the country, actually.
Yeah, dude. Miguel's is like a climbing
Oh,
store.
Miguel's Pizza.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
you've
it's
been
so
there?
Good. Yeah.
Oh, that's
That was
awesome,
amazing.
dude. I
That's what I did like last weekend, actually.
really.
Yeah.
That's sweet. I didn't know that. Miguel's Pizza is also bomb pizza.
Yeah, it's really
delicious
good.
and really cheap.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about Big
it's not
Bill's the other day.
expensive.
Oh, Big Bill! Shout out to Big Bill's.
It's
Why
a
don't you give
Pokestop. They tweeted.
Why don't you give the audience a little background information on Big Bill's
if
Pizza?
anyone's watching from back home, it needs no introduction. But Big Bill's is my favorite pizza place from back home. They got
Oh, nice,
some
dude.
delicious pizza, but they
Some of the best New
even
York
the-
style pizza I've ever had.
It's so good.
In
Yeah.
Colorado.
And they
In
got
Colorado.
he's from New York though, so like he's a life.
Forget about it.
He's like a New York native and lifer and
Oh.
goes back frequently. But they make these garlic knots, man. That are
Garlic
they are
knots.
literally the
Oh,
best
that
things
sounds
ever. I could those
They're
are the
dense.
best snack ever.
You swell up inside
Oh,
of you.
they're just. They also got it's like one of those weird things. You notice that like restaurants sometimes have like better like sodas or just like drinks taste better at restaurants.
No,
No,
but
I
you
don't
always
notice
mention
that.
that.
No, yeah, I don't think that's a thing, man.
It's a thing. I know people. I know people will back me up that there are certain places
But
that.
Maybe
I mean,
they
they
have a
just
higher-
have the syrup, right?
That's what I'm
They
saying.
literally
Yeah, maybe
just
it's- they
pour
just
syrup
use-
in the water.
Well,
I
think
think that's it.
concentrations of
yeah,
syrup.
there's probably like a dial, and you can move it. So it's like 70%
Caleb,
syrup.
Caleb, I'm trying to look at myself on the TV. So could you just go?
Okay, well I'm doing you a favor, okay, bud?
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
rude,
No,
dude.
I'm just saying
Caleb
like
is
too much of
Caleb
a
is
good
being
thing
a
is
rude
not.
boy right now.
Yeah, alright.
Dylan, why don't you
Dylan,
tell
you
the
French.
audience a little bit about yourself and what brings
I don't know,
you?
What should I
Whatever.
talk about?
You're an
guess,
insanely smart individual.
I mean, I guess the reason
I am
I'm
sitting next to
here-
two people that could literally blow me away, and I would literally lose. You guys were talking about some cold fusion today and some titanium
Oh,
triceratops
get this.
reactors.
Plato, Socrates, morons.
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 Oh my god, dude.
Do you know that reference?
Dude, never bet a Sicilian bet this on the line.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, or never get involved in a land war in Asia.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, I'm
Like,
so glad
I
you know
have
that reference.
I have a secret.
Yeah.
This is lost
I'm
on
not
the other
left-
three members of the podcast.
I'm not left-handed. I'm not. You've never seen The Princess Bride?
Dude, it's such a good movie.
Audience, I hope
honestly.
you're laughing along with them.
A Princess Bride's
The
a famous
Princess
movie.
Bride is amazing.
Really,
dude.
really great movie.
Billy Crystal's in it. He's
Yeah.
funny as fuck.
The only reference I've ever heard from it is a reference from Michael Scott in The Office.
What does he reference?
He just says marriage.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage
Does somebody have a
is
s-
what brings us together
Does-
today.
The
Do they have a
shrinking
speech
yells.
impediment? What's the problem?
Wait, is
Huh?
it
Do they have a speech impediment?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
That's
bishop.
like the little witch dude, isn't it?
The witch dude?
Dude, the ROUSs.
Oh, the ROUS, rodents of unusual
Usual
size.
size.
All right, that
Enough
tangent.
of that.
Yes.
Anyway, go ahead and tell. Just I don't know. Give a little
Okay,
spiel about
uh,
yourself.
University,
I guess.
where you grew up.
I'm like friends with Caleb. That's the reason I'm on this show.
That's a
He's a
bummer.
really good friend of mine.
It's a bummer.
Why is that a bummer?
'Cause Caleb sucks.
I guess I grew
I've
up a
heard.
Navy brat, so I wouldn't really consider myself from like anywhere. I moved a lot, but
Mm,
I stayed in Maryland the longest.
a Navy brat.
Yeah, my dad was a lieutenant commander in the Navy,
Shit.
and so then we moved to Oxford, Ohio, home of Miami University, where I go to school. I
For-
study physics. I shoot lasers all day. It's a lot of fun.
It's real.
And what? Give me
Yeah.
like a the name of what you
Oh.
study.
I mean, I guess the main project, like the basis of it, is like electromagnetically induced transparency, which sounds like super
magic.
duper crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright.
The buzzword
Like
is,
invisibility?
well, you're technically rendering the atoms that you're like shooting with the laser transparent to the light, but that like causes the light to move extremely slowly. Like the record is like 8 meters a second. I want to say
Are
for
you
the
serious?
slowest. Yeah.
Wait,
Usain Bolt runs his
light moving 8 meters a second.
Yeah. Only in the medium. Only in the atoms. But yeah, it moves like 8 meters a second.
That's
That's-
interesting.
And
crazy.
Usain Bolt runs his 100 in
What-
like 12 meters a
When
second.
people
or
ask me
something
what
like
I
that.
do, I'm like, well, I really like plants. Like,
I talk behind a microphone.
Plants are
He's
dope.
over here shooting lasers through atoms and measuring. He's
Slowing
over here
down
screening
light and
gonorrhea, and I just go and I sit in a booth and I press a button And I'm like, hey
Paul's
guys.
DJ
You have a
Pro
Hey,
booming
dude,
voice.
that
Yeah, hey
that's good.
people,
You have a good radio
Saturdays.
voice. You were blessed, dude.
Yeah, well, I got my own show now. 2 to 7 in the Athens area, Power 105. I'll be spinning tunes.
That's
Dope, dude.
Our boy Paulie.
What are you gonna be playing? Like what kind of music?
We like play like kind of like top 40
He
hits.
played
like-
some
Ah,
Michael Jackson.
but
for
but
us.
I got like no, we got like we have an expansive like catalog, so I like mix and
Okay.
match it. But like there's some like strict rules and stuff like that.
Oh, does it have to
Sorry
be
about
clean?
Yeah, it's the radio.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, but what are
Get
you
some
gonna
old
do?
school hip hop, dude.
I'm not allowed to play hip hop. I
I
might be
know.
able to play it during my night show that I might have. Which
What about
would be
Chance?
Yeah,
Chance is more gospel music, anyways. No?
Dude.
He doesn't. I mean, they could always just sneak in like one.
You
or
just
two words and
gotta
then
you
you're
gotta
in
work
big
the
trouble.
area.
I'd like to find out what the first topic is.
Oh, we're getting to the first topic.
What's the first
Yeah.
topic, Paul? Lead us
Well,
off.
we didn't ask how Trevor was doing.
Yeah.
Dude,
We got Trevor, but I guess
Oh.
we got you too. You talked
Oh
about
yeah,
Power
I
105.
I work at the radio station all the
talk
time
more about
and
myself.
hang out with the dog.
Yeah.
That's literally
we all
I've
want to
done.
hear about that.
Yeah,
man.
can we just get the entire day, like your daily routine, start to finish in real time?
Yeah,
In real time?
dude, that
real
could be
time.
like a stream one day. Like what it's like to
The
be
Caleb
We can
Call.
strap a GoPro to my
Yeah,
chest.
the Caleb
Totally
cam.
good.
We were thinking about doing that with the dog too.
Oh,
The
that would
Dennis
be
cam.
dope. The dentist cam would be tight.
There'd be a lot of barking.
Yeah.
A lot of barking. You know, you could rile them up.
A lot of mouth noises.
Oh, dude, it's so gross.
a lot of
Just late at night, man, and my TV shuts off after an hour because that's how like I got it set up. And like, dude, I'm trying to sleep, and the only thing you hear above the air conditioners. I have to like tell him to knock it off. I can't do it.
Oh my god.
Shannon locked him in the door, or locked him in the room.
Locked him in the door?
No,
In the
yeah,
door,
I know,
dude.
crazy.
He's like,
Or else
shit's
he
like
could be
all
out
that
here.
He's a
magic
ghost
shit,
dog,
Like he
yeah.
combined the dog's
Dude,
Adams
you can
with
tunnel.
the door Adams.
Well, hopefully, if Shannon's
Monotonal
watching
is
this,
cool.
Yeah.
Dennis will be released for a
It's
guest
like hell.
appearance.
It's like
Maybe he's
So
kind of a bum
unlikely.
today.
Oh my god.
like for one of the classes in our school, like they had to calculate the likelihood of a person tunneling through a wall, and it was like too big.
Minuscule.
Yeah, it's like 1 in like 10 times 10 to the like.
Oh my god.
The exponent had an exponent in it.
And that's
it was
Are you
10 to the
serious?
47th.
And that's
yeah.
just that you would transition through a
Yeah.
wall like your Adams
Yeah.
would.
like all your atoms just
Yeah.
being like.
This isn't the topic, but I found it interesting that the goats that they cloned,
Yeah, they're-
goats, they're living fine.
Yeah, they're doing real well.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
like 4 of
we
them.
clone goats on the farm all the time.
Wait, are they fainting goats?
No, they're not fainting goats, Trevor.
But they do faint.
No, they
Go
never
back
faint.
to
They
the
have
previous
great blood
How
pressure.
can you know for sure? What if they just haven't fainted yet?
Yeah, true.
I guess I don't know for a fact that they don't faint, but I know for a fact that they don't faint all the time.
That's a fair point.
Touche.
Well, let's
French?
I mean,
I don't know.
let's get to the first topic because we went
First
through-
topic.
Yeah,
yeah,
Alright,
the
Paul,
first
lead us off.
topic.
we're watching a lot of TV lately.
Oh,
Really?
Hey, we're looking great. Says, oh man, what is that?
Like, oh lord.
It's Matthew.
Oh.
No.
that is a very bright. Oh, what's up, Casey?
Jesus.
What's up,
Louise, you
Chad?
all right?
Is that Casey Wakefield?
Yes. Yeah, from the old RA
I
days.
think I met him once.
Probably.
No, Caleb, it's Wasty Cakefield.
Yeah, can't you see?
I think it was a
Come on,
clever
dude.
play on
Anyway.
the name.
What are you, blind?
I want to talk about you guys' favorite TV shows / TV shows that you think are legendary because we watch a lot of random stuff in this house. We have a yes, Ben is okay. He's back. I think he just chugged his coffee too fast.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wrong
I'm still averaging in like 3 episodes of Office a day. And like that show is like one of those shows that you can like always watch and it's like gonna be good.
That's in the upper echelon of
Yeah,
the comedy series. I think.
Because it's like you can see all of those. You can see the same episode like 7 times, and it's still like you'll still laugh. Like there's not a chance that we don't quote The Office every day in this house.
Well, the best thing about The Office, though, is it actually gets better as you get older.
Oh,
because like eventually you're going to start experiencing office
Oh,
life, and it's not just the comedy of The Office, but you actually can relate to everything.
That's
yeah,
will-
that's true.
I will
Yeah.
definitely agree with that because I thought The Office was kind of good until I started working in an office like that, and then I was like, "Holy shit, they're not exaggerating! Like this is what it's like to work in an office."
Dang, dude. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
It's like another show that I think is legendary is Futurama. I know, like,
Oh, yeah.
not a
Dude,
lot of people,
I'm a big fan of that show.
Yeah.
I just can't get into it. I'm not that big into animated shows in general.
Yeah.
There's nothing against them. I just think that they have a different genre of comedy most of the time, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And, like, one that I, like, really stands out to me, though, is Rick and Morty. I really love
Oh
it.
yeah.
Rick and Morty is just like,
I'm gonna need you to show these.
dude, Rick and Morty is like just like been something special because it's like that raunchy Adult Swim comedy, but it's not just like
It's not-
adult. It's not
it's
just
not
like Family
stupid.
Guy,
Yeah.
like because like, there's a time when like every animated
Dude.
show was just like basically Family Guy, just a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was The Simpsons, and then obviously it was in. Because like at a time it was really Simpsons versus South Park for like the animated raunchy shows, and then everything started growing, and then The
Yeah.
Simpsons kind of.
They had like the Cleveland show, which sucked.
Yeah, and American Dad
Whoa.
definitely has its moments, but
Yeah.
like Rick and Morty is just like
yeah.
like I watch Family Guy to fall asleep if there's nothing
Yeah.
else on.
Oh,
I want
would
to
never
actually
watch Family
like
Guy.
on that like I hardly do anymore. I'd rather watch like the only one I really say I'd actually like tune into would be American Dad.
Yeah.
Just because there's some sometimes funny stuff on American
Yeah.
Dad. I will admit that, but
I mean, for me though, Futurama, like I've seen every episode. I love
mhm.
that
I
show.
think Futurama was one of the few that kind of it had really intelligent jokes. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
They broke. The
Dude,
mold of,
I
like,
read a
just
whole
stupidity.
book. Sorry, man. I've
No,
read a
you're fine.
whole book about all of the crazy math references in The Simpsons.
Oh yeah.
Because like a lot of their writers are Harvard math grads.
Yeah, I read
Like
that
a lot
somewhere.
of them have like
Oh, yeah.
master's degrees and like
That's-
one even
they're
has a
smart
doctorate.
dudes. They're smart
Yeah, they're
dudes.
crazy
It's
smart.
interesting.
And you know, like
Yeah.
math is really like really serious logic.
Yeah.
And when you think about humor is usually bending logic in kind of funny or strange ways.
Yeah.
So it makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense that a mathematician would be really good at that. You know,
Yeah.
kind of seeing the formula and then seeing where you can manipulate it.
Mhm.
But speaking of like shows that break the formula, I have to go with Seinfeld. And like I think most
Oh.
people would say it doesn't break the formula, but it's supposed to be like a shitty sitcom.
I've never seen Seinfeld.
Really?
What?
Wow.
Yeah, never.
I'm
That's
a Seinfeld.
impressive.
Seinfeld is great.
I know. I've
Seinfeld
heard
is great.
Kramer
my
is
cousins love Seinfeld too.
like the characters. I don't really get how it's like normal daily life because it's so exaggerated. But George and Kramer, man, they're
Dude, it's
Jerry
literally-
himself is like he has some funny stuff, but that show is all about George freaking out or Kramer
Well,
just.
Jerry's the standard, and then everybody's crazy around him, and then he's just like, "What is happening right now?" And then
But it's even like deeper than that though. I really think that show is carried by every personality in it. And what I
Yeah.
think is the best thing about it is I'm forgetting the dude's name, but he was a writer on Seinfeld.
Larry David.
Yeah, Larry David literally has
From Curb Your Enthusiasm.
yeah. He has George Costanza's personality. And he co-produced it with Jerry Seinfeld, and literally George Costanza is Larry David in like every way. And if you actually watch Larry David, you like realize you're watching George Costanza.
That's pretty funny.
Kind of switching gears, like from comedy, I think a very sweet show that like could definitely be legendary is. Have you seen Hell on Wheels?
No, I heard a lot about that
It's
show.
good,
though.
dude.
What's
It's like
Hell on
Deadwood. Like I honestly think Deadwood is like an amazing show, but it's probably like slightly less like accessible. It's also like way more
Sounds
adult.
familiar.
Deadwood's tight. I've only seen like the first 2 seasons, but
I think one that everybody knows we're going to reference though is Game of Thrones.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
of
Of
course.
course,
with
that's like one of the most legendary ones when it comes to not with
Dude.
watchability, like as in you can watch it multiple times. You definitely could and gain more knowledge about the show by watching it.
There's so many little things in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
It's
and
pretty
so many
cool.
Yeah.
things.
The
You, like
books.
if you watch through it
The
and then
books
watch
are-
it one
the
more
books are
time,
tight.
you've forgotten about all these things,
Yeah.
and then something that's referenced in season 4. You're like, oh, that's from
Yeah,
that
like-
episode in season 1.
And so many things that happen in Game of Thrones get foreshadowed several times, and you
Mhm.
never
Yeah.
notice until it happens, and
Well,
then
yeah,
you're
like-
"Oh my god!"
Oh well, I'm not gonna say any spoilers. Actually,
Yeah,
Don't
spoil
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But the thing about Game of Thrones is like you can't call that a great TV show because it's actually a great book. Well, a good books, great
Well, I
book
don't-
series.
I don't
books
agree
in
with
the-
that at all.
Like this
Yeah.
newest season was almost entirely not in the books.
Yeah, but I mean,
Really?
Yeah, almost
Because-
like every
because they've
single part.
surpassed the
Yeah,
books.
Because
you know about like the flashback where they fight at the tower. Oh,
Don't get any spoilers.
dang it! Yeah,
Don't get
no
any
spoilers. But
Yeah.
there is like just a small amount of material that's kind of like mentioned in the
because
background.
you've read everything, right? You're up
yeah,
to date.
my brother would always like talk my ear off too about like, what's going on in the books.
One series that's a little bit newer though that I really like, and I think my roommates know that, is Narcos. Narcos is so well written and just everything just I love that TV show.
It was a good show, man.
It's
I
been
hope
cool to
it
watch.
actually lives up to season 2. I hope it's not like. Have you seen True Detective?
Mm-mm.
Oh
dad
my
loves that
god,
show.
the first season is amazing, and I haven't had the heart to watch the second season because apparently
I've heard
it sucked.
I've heard the second season is
Yeah,
not
I
as
heard it
good
was
as the first.
terrible.
Is True Detective like a Netflix show or?
It's an HBO
HBO.
show.
It's HBO. Yeah, I think a lot of those shows run into the problem where they're only booked for a season, and they like throw so many plot points in that at the end of the season it's so concluded it's hard to have another season.
No, like for True Detective, they were like purposefully like having a whole
Yeah.
new storyline.
Oh really?
Yeah,
oh, that's
yeah.
good. Yeah.
And it's like, isn't it like all new characters and stuff?
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
It's like
like,
a totally different thing.
The first one was so great though. It had like Woody Harrelson, who I was not expecting in a very serious role, but like nailed it. And then they had Matthew
That's what I
McConaughey.
was gonna say.
Really?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds good. I might have to tune into that.
it was really good.
But going to your point, Ben, where you were saying you can't say it's a great show because it's based off a book. My opinion, I'm the only one I think that watches that. I don't know who that is.
IFCO. I mean, we were just
referencing-
It could be Shane.
Could be. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I was gonna say too. Techno Overlord said that Seinfeld didn't break or follow formula; it made the
Created
formula.
I thought that was a really great point.
That's a good point.
But I was gonna say, The Walking Dead. I love that show,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
can see why people
Well,
don't like that show. Honestly,
yeah,
I can see
a lot of people I've talked to that don't like it just kind of sum it down to like it's a bunch of people bitching with like zombies in the background.
and
Which
that's
I don't know. I like the more like showing that like
I do too,
there's
because
humanity
I really
behind it.
think that like if a zombie apocalypse was to happen, like I think a lot of the events of
Yeah.
The Walking Dead like would actually
I
happen.
only watched like the
Freaking out.
first 3 seasons.
Yeah,
so
I've caught up. I've been watching every Sunday since it came out.
Damn,
I mean,
dude.
realistically, I think if you're gonna watch The Walking Dead, the first season you're like, it's the same thing, kind of like with True Detective. The second season sucks. I will stand by it, but like if you like give it a chance, like I don't think it's a roller coaster because there are some episodes that you're like, oh my god, what? But then there are the episodes where you literally watch them and they're talking the whole time.
Yeah, but
And
there's
you do-
build up.
But like
in
that's
every
so
show,
important
yeah.
because it's just like if you're
It
gonna
can't
get
be
invested,
all action,
yeah, and
you
it's
know?
like you can't just have if they were killing zombies all the time that would get boring. Like that just would be but like
Yeah.
what's happening now? There is so much stuff. Like I don't read the comics. I like look up the comics online and like kind of compare.
Yeah, like a Spark Notes kind
And
of deal.
yeah, and it's like, dude, they have gone in a lot of different directions. Plus, like, while I'm mad at how they ended the season, because if you haven't seen the end of Walking Dead yet, it's way past the spoiler margin, I think, because Game of Thrones is a little bit more recent. But like, this new big bad guy is about to kill one of the main characters.
Disagree.
If you have seen anything about The Walking Dead, like
Yeah, dude, it's
anyway,
not like
it's been
this-
all over the internet.
It's not like the Sixth Sense.
Caleb, let's be
though,
honest.
yeah.
Only Paul cares about The Walking Dead. So.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
it's
true.
I'm the only
I
one
don't
that
care.
like
Out of our 8 viewers, I believe like
Yeah.
7 of them have never heard of The Walking Dead.
probably not. Walking Dead.
Dude, The Walking Dead was huge.
I've heard of it.
It's
I
still
don't watch
huge. I think it's still huge. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd argue it's just as big as Game of Thrones.
Oh no!
No, that's not,
Not
even
even
true.
close.
Dude, there's Walking Dead stuff everywhere. There's Norman
you're
Reedus
wrong.
has a whole new
You're
show
wrong.
on AMC.
Game
You're
of Thrones
wrong,
is the
dude.
number one like television show of all time.
The
right?
pirated,
Pretty sure.
like when the season finale came out, like the pirating, like the amount of videos that were
Really?
pirated, like drastically increased.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I think it's not to take away from like The Walking
No,
Dead. Though.
yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
show.
Yeah,
It's just Game of Thrones is huge.
yeah,
It's
like The
huge.
Walking Dead has like amusement park horror things like named after it, and like they're both just like I just couldn't imagine
Yeah.
being
You're
involved.
contesting it against Game of Thrones, though.
Well, I was just going off on a side point. I couldn't imagine being involved in something that's such a big cultural phenomenon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you were one of those
like
actors that was,
Daryl. who-
yeah, like kind of just going back
Everybody
to the
loves Daryl.
yeah, and like
He's the
the
man.
only other movie I've ever seen him in was the Boondock Saints.
Incredible movie.
Yeah, it was-
So good.
let's see,
Love that
IFC 23 says the episodes where people talk lets you get to know the characters more, or they can't be bothered spending their money on action scenes and make up for zombies. I think that's true in both scenes. But
Totally
like,
true.
because like sometimes you have to wonder. They have some scenes where there are so many zombies, and those are people.
yeah,
Like,
extras. they
You know what I
gotta
mean?
hire,
Those are
yeah.
all extras they all are look like zombies.
The effects have to not be cheap too, because
Yeah.
they're really good.
I would keep that stuff on if I was
They have the
those.
budget for it now at this point.
Yeah.
Because
Go to
like now
Walmart.
in this new season, dude, they got a guy with like, because I guess there's a guy in the books that has a tiger, so now they're gonna go meet this dude with a tiger. There's all these other like settlements that they're gonna go.
Is he like,
and, like
Mike Tyson?
I don't know, dude. He's like this big dude with just like dreadlocks, and it's about to get crazy.
That
And like
does sound crazy, man.
the season premiere is gonna like the first. They said like the start of the episode is gonna happen with like immediately following up where the finale ended. So like a main character is gonna die within the first like 5 minutes of the episode. So that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's really new. I feel like 10 years ago you wouldn't watch TV where main characters would get killed off like they are
Well,
now.
Lost had like.
True, yeah, but
Yeah.
I think Lost even kind of started it. Lost is
Lost-
like
I never
really
watched
the beginning.
Lost is like one of my favorite shows. That's what I was waiting to say. Was Lost, like, if we're talking serious TV shows and like way back, Lost was the first one that I was like hugely into. Just like
Dude, it
I
sucks you
lived
in. It really
yeah,
sucks
I
you
lived
in.
it for like.
See,
the
I was
whole
really
time
into
it's
it
on.
until that like dip that I guess everybody
Yeah.
I've talked to says everybody falls off at like the third season.
Yeah.
or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
where I fell off. I was like, nah.
I was
But, like,
really into it for a
After
while.
Echo got
once
murked
you get
by that
season
smoke
4, though,
monster.
it's just a dead sprint to the end because it's like chaos.
There's
to
a
the
polar
end.
bear. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
well, way to spoil it for me, Paul.
That's like in the first episode.
And an airplane and
I'd say
Heaven and
that
hell
we're
or
well
something.
past the spoilers for Lost.
Yeah,
At least when
yeah, I think we
Paul on that one.
we could give the whole
Dude,
spiel.
not like a super popular one, but like a cult classic kind of that people on the internet love is Firefly. It's
Oh,
on
the
for,
one
like, a
season?
Yeah.
I only know that because it's referenced in The Big Bang Theory, which I think is a fantastic TV show.
Big
I
Bang
don't.
Theory is
it
pretty awesome.
sucks.
It sucks. I'm with
Paul,
Ben
what
on
do you think
this
about The
one.
Big Bang Theory?
I think the Big Bang Theory sucks, dude.
I'd like to
It's
point
not
out
funny.
Kirsten from Palette said that everyone who gives up on Lost after season 3 is fake.
Who's that? Do you think that's Shannon?
I don't know. Who
Yeah,
that is.
Caleb, you faker. Damn.
Caleb, you are.
But I mean, like,
You really did watch
it was a joke on that show because it's just something incredibly nerdy. Like,
Firefly?
yeah.
No, that should, dude. I watched a highlight reel where literally some of the jokes on that show are just titles of things, and then they throw the laugh track on it. It's so
Firefly or Big Bang?
no Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
Firefly's not a comedy.
Firefly.
I was gonna say-
Firefly is. I thought we were still on Big Bang Theory. I got distracted. I was.
Yeah.
We're playing a joke on you.
Yeah. Surprise, dude.
wait, let me hit the laugh track.
We could get one.
That
It's only good.
that
Could
is
be
like
something.
a super big cult one. Like
Firefly?
not really.
Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, Firefly
Yeah.
is.
Oh.
Not the Big Bang Theory, dude. It's like a wildly popular TV show for some reason.
I think it's just dumb.
I-
It gets really
Yeah,
old.
it's-
It did get
Yeah,
old.
it did
After
get
like
old.
season
It's
5
really
sucks
repetitive,
after that.
dude.
But
Yeah.
like the first
It's like every sitcom kind of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like, there's a lot,
That's what-
like, there's a lot of ones that I watched as a kid. Like, I watched the George Lopez show.
I never-
Yeah.
I hated that
God.
Teen Nick, man.
Oh,
Nick at Night.
Dude, Nick at Night, yeah. Like,
Dude,
whenever I was at my
Fresh
grandma's
Prince
house.
of Bel-Air.
Oh.
Fresh Prince, dude.
I love
That was-
Fresh Prince.
Carlton was hilarious.
IFC says, "Do you guys play the Walking Dead game by Telltale? I got it for free. I want to beat it. I only have the first episode, but no, I don't play it. I don't think anyone else does.
I don't.
No,
know.
I don't.
I've followed it though. It sounds cool, but that game is slow.
I've been jamming Pokemon Go until my phone died.
Yeah.
I caught a Charmeleon in the parking garage or at Kroger. That's
I
like
still
my
don't have
big
it.
toil. You're really not missing. I've been
Yeah.
trying to battle. That's
It's
like I've been
alright.
going to. I've been walking down to Busy Day, kind of specifically just to battle sometimes, and like it's lame. The battling is so not the way Pokemon is, but it's kind of cool. I guess.
Yeah,
at the
you
same
can't
time.
battle other people right now, which would be like the whole reason I'd want to do
Yeah.
it anyway.
I'm bad
I
at
mean, you get some dope Pokemon, like this park by my house had a Magmar. That was pretty tight. Adam left like a game. Him and Corey were playing League of Legends, and our buddy's just like,
stream
"Oh,
modes.
my roommate said there's a Dragonite in the park," and just got up and
You just
left.
quit League
I
of
mean,
Legends.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
just
if
in
I
the
was-
middle of it.
I was bored.
Funny.
if
So
I
he's
would
pretty
go there.
hooked.
I
I mean, a Dragonite,
yeah,
though. That
yeah,
is
yeah,
worth.
yeah.
Yeah.
easily because it's
Wait,
like
you didn't catch a Dragonite.
no.
Oh,
Charmeleon.
I'm sorry, Ben. I told Ben that you caught a Dragonite earlier. I thought
No, Charmeleon.
Charmeleon.
Ooh.
But we can move on to our next topic here. We keep getting sidetracked a little bit, but that's fine. I'm going to answer IFC 23 here first. How about The Last of Us? Yes.
Oh,
It's one of the
great
greatest
game.
games ever created.
Yeah, dude.
Beautiful.
It's
I
like,
I
like a
love
movie.
The Last
It's like-
of Us.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of pissed that I don't have a PS3.
I know.
so-
And it's remastered for PS4, and there's a bunch
Oh
of stuff
my
on
God,
PS4 that's
that'd be
coming
so
out, and I
cool.
want one bad.
When
And it's
people-
a lot of it to play that game because,
When people start arguing games as art, that's one of the games that I whip out.
dude,
that I'm
I
like,
mean, you can
this is
Naughty
an
Dog
art
in
form,
general,
bro.
man. Like
Yeah.
their whole
Yeah. Oh, Naughty Dog
Uncharted.
makes good good games.
Uncharted and Crash Bandicoot and
they made Jack and Dexter. Didn't they?
Was it Jack and Dexter or Ratchet and Clank? No,
Jack and Dexter.
Okay, Ratchet and Clank are Insomniac.
Crash
I
Bandicoot.
think. I don't know. I don't know. I've never.
I wouldn't really go with the game as art for Crash Bandicoot. There's have you ever played Limbo? That is a pretty game.
Limbo is it's a really good game.
Yeah.
Journey basically just is art. It's not even really a game at that point.
Well, we're checking out another game probably soon. No Man's Sky coming out.
Oh,
we gotta pick that up.
That's crazy.
That's probably be playing that.
It has 1 times 10 to the 18th or something like that. Planets.
Yeah, it's
it's
crazy. Of just planets.
Well, so I was actually talking to my brother about that game, and he said the big concern about it is not that it's not going to be awesome; it's just that you'll have nothing to do. That you'll be there's
hunting, there's things to do.
But I mean, even
gathering.
if you see that, he compared it to Spore, which is one of my favorite games.
Spore was amazing.
No, I love Spore, but the thing about Spore was people picked it up thinking it was going to be the shit. And it had all of these little modes, and you go through it. You started as a cell, and you go all the way through. Yeah. And it was supposed to have a civilization mode, and then a space conquering mode. And to be honest, they all sucked. There was so much stuff you could do, and it was so just all over the place. It wasn't that much fun.
That's not unorganized.
It was kind of unorganized, and it wasn't that high quality. And
the Space Age sucked too.
Yeah, dude. I played that game for 3 years just in the Creature Creator. And doing Galactic Adventures, which is an expansion, I never actually finished the main game. Because I would get to the Space Age and I'd just get so bored with it.
It's like a shitty Civilization game.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Basically what it is.
But it was so hyped up, and it sounds a lot like No Man's Sky to me.
Well,
so I'm a little, I have reservations.
Hopefully skeptical, maybe?
Yeah. I really hope it's good. I really hope it's good.
Dude, do you know what is a great game, too, though?
Well, let's just, hold on. Let me just give one more shout out. Okay. Let's just make the second topic our favorite games because we're on a roll.
Yeah,
everyone's going. We got some chat interaction going on over here. Naughty Dog's making Last of Us 2 probably, but I really don't. That game is so good.
It's basically Hit and Run was amazing.
Spelling of the word favorite.
Holy shit!
This viewer might be tuning in from Europe. You never know.
That's true. Life is Strange. No one's played of us, Kirsten from Palette, but I'm sure it's. I've heard really good things about it.
She said the first episode's free, so we could totally play it on stream.
We could play it. The last show I was going to give a shout out to, I've been watching clips of Whose Lines Is It Anyway? The original.
Oh, so good. I can't believe we haven't mentioned that yet.
That's that show is great.
Dude, game show, Family Feud with Steve Harvey. Oh my god.
Dude, that's a no-brainer.
Have you seen this Super Deluxe one? There's
no. I've fallen off on
one of her answers is, I'm gonna say I don't want his testicles in my sandwich, Steve. And just looks at him and his face is priceless.
I think half of that was just Steve Harvey's reactions to the crazy people.
Well, that is the show.
There was one where it's oh, what do you roll up? And the guy goes, a joint. And it's just
I've seen
really
that one.
Feeling his own joke. And Steve Harvey's nah, it's not going to be up there. The best is always when Steve Harvey thinks it's not going to be up there and it is.
He's pretty confident about that,
because he's just
he's shocked. He's
he's
come on, America.
It's
the best.
We all going to hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I love when the contestants scream ridiculous things. There's this one I'll never forget, and it's name a word that follows pork, and this lady's just Lorne! L-I-O-N, pork loin, Steve! And he's just
that spells lion.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's just
porcupine.
Yeah.
No, the cupine, dude. Oh my god. I lost it at that.
He said cupine. Oh my god. Family Feud is great. Did you guys ever watch American Gladiators?
No,
dude.
Is that the one where it's the crazy, intense,
physical sports
that's
one?
Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior.
Ninja
The
Warrior.
original Ninja Warrior was amazing.
Did you guys ever watch, was it Super MXC?
Oh, MXC,
yes,
dude. Every episode of MXC is on Hulu.
What is this?
Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, when they dub over the Japanese game show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that show is awesome. All the episodes are on Hulu.
Honestly, that was my dad's favorite show. but my mom would like not have us like have us watch it. So we'd like be at a restaurant. It was like super vulgar. So we'd be like in a restaurant. We'd be watching
the announcers.
Dude, it was because it was on Spike in the early 2000s and stuff when it was the man channel. And it was all just like
Final shout out to a TV show. Star Trek is an amazing show.
Oh yes,
I never really
I'm a
watched
super
My
big
parents
nerd.
love
but
Star Trek.
Both my parents are like
Trekkies.
huge Trekkies.
Sorry, Samurai Jack, because that's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Samurai
dude.
Jack's a jam.
Should move on to the next topic.
We should.
Yeah.
We're gonna be lost in this for a long
That
time.
is true.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep it with favorite games, or now that we're on a different topic, did someone?